BDC. 3AE, state the name of the hormone that stimulates event A to occur. FSH. 1. 3AE, event C means that menstruating females lose blood regularly. Two females of the same age have different dietary needs because one has started menstruating and the other has not started menstruating. Suggest why the dietary needs of the two females are different. Any two from. Menstruating females need more iron. Iron is needed for hemoglobin, red blood cells, transport of oxygen. To prevent iron deficiency, anemia. 3b, during pregnancy menstruation does not occur. Fig. 3.2 shows some of the organs of a pregnant woman, viewed from the side. Describe what happens between ovulation and the formation of a fetus. Use the letters in Fig. 3.2 to support your answer. 1 sperm, male gametes are deposited in S vagina or travel through R cervix. 2 egg, sperm, gametes travel to P oviduct. 3 enzymes from acrosome, sperm, digest jelly coat around egg. 4 fertilization or fusion of nuclei, of sperm, male gamete, and of female gamete, egg, cell. 5 formation of diploid zygote. 6 zygote embryo, travels, down P oviduct or zygote embryo, travels to T uterus. 7 mitosis, cell division, growth, develop, zygote, embryo, fetus. 8 ball of cells, embryo, implants in T uterus. 9 U placenta V umbilical cord between mother and fetus. 10 delivery, diffusion, of named resource, excretion of named waste, via U placenta V umbilical cord. E.g. named sperm adaptation for swimming, e.g. mitochondria. Q ovary, U placenta, releases progesterone to maintain lining. Ref to cell specialization, complexity, of fetus, named organs in fetus. 0610_S21_Ms_41. Lumen or wall of left or right oviduct labeled Q. Area of uterus with darkest shading label DR. Ovary label DS. Vagina labeled T. 5b, Fig. 5.2 shows a section through an egg cell at the time of ovulation. I explain why the egg cell contains stores of protein and fat. Any 3 from. Ref. To making new cells after fertilization. Making membranes. Protein for making enzymes. Making new, named cell structures, cytoplasm. Fat, protein, provide, source of, energy. Energy for, cell division, mitosis, growth, of cell, metabolism. 5be, describe the function of the jelly coat. Any 2 from. Hardens, changes, after fertilization, entry of sperm. Prevents more sperm entering. 5c, fertilization results in the formation of a zygote. Describe how an embryo is formed from a zygote. Any 4 from. Chromosomes, DNA, duplicates, replicates. Chromosomes separate. Mitosis, nuclear division. Zygote, fertilized egg, divides, splits into 2. Nuclear, cell, division, mitosis, repeated. Forming a ball cluster of cells. Cells are genetically identical, e.g. cell, specialization, differentiation, ref, to stem cells. 0610_S20_Ms_43. 1a, state 3 uses of energy in the human body. Any 3 from. Protein synthesis, transport in the phloem, cell division, mitosis, meiosis. Active transport, absorption of ions from the soil. Growth, movement, muscular contraction. Sensitivity, nerve impulses. 1b. 1 mark per correct row. Function, name of structure, letter from Fig. 2.1. Assimilation of amino acids to produce plasma proteins, liver K. Storage of bile, gall bladder L. Secretion of insulin, pancreas C. Absorption of fatty acids and glycerol, small intestine HD. Secretion of pepsin, stomach B. Digestion of starch, small intestine. 1c. Describe the role of the liver in the recovery from oxygen debt after strenuous exercise. Any 2 from. Lactic acid is produced in muscles during exercise by anaerobic respiration. Semicolon. Liver absorbs lactic acid from the blood. Aerobic respiration, oxidation, breakdown of lactic acid to carbon dioxide and water. 1d. Alcohol is a drug. Define the term drug. Any substance taken into the body that modifies or affects chemical reactions in the body. 1e. State 2 immediate effects of excessive alcohol on the body. Any 2 from. Depressant, lengthens reaction times, reduces self-control. Any appropriate effect on the nervous system described. 1e state 2 long-term effects of excessive alcohol on the body. Ne2 from addiction, liver damage. 1fi pregnant women are advised not to drink alcohol as it may have harmful effects on the fetus. Outline these harmful effects. Ne2 from miscarriage, premature birth, low birth weight, addiction, dependence, fetal alcohol syndrome, FAS. 1fe state 2 harmful substances other than alcohol that can cross the placenta. Ne2 from nicotine, pathogens, virus. Any example, e.g., HIV, rubella. Named heavy metals, e.g. lead, mercury. Carcinogens, named toxins, e.g. pesticides. Named medicinal drugs, named misused illegal drugs, e.g. heroin. 0610_S19_Ms_41. 4a tissue, cell structure, cell, organ. 4b Fig. 4.1 shows the male reproductive system. Name of structure function letter on Fig. 4.1. Testis. Production of sperm produces or releases testosterone. C. Sperm duct. Transports sperm but not urine. D. Urethra. Passage for urine and seminal fluid through the penis. A. Prostate gland. Secretes, produces seminal fluid, nutrient-rich fluid, alkaline fluid. E. Scrotum. Scrotal. Sac contains testes. B. 4c draw an X on Fig. 4.1 on the structure where meiosis occurs. X on testis, label line on testis with X. 4d sperm and eggs each have a nucleus which is haploid. I define the term haploid nucleus. One set of chromosomes, 1. 4de state the number of chromosomes in a human haploid nucleus. 23. 0610_S19_Ms_42. 5a the testes are part of the endocrine system because they produce hormones. I state the name of the hormone released from the testes. Testosterone. 1. 5a the testes are also part of the reproductive system. This means that the testes are part of 2 organ systems. Complete Fig. 5.1 by stating 2 other organs that also belong to 2 organ systems. 1 has been completed for you. 1 mark per box, but organ system must match organ. 5b the cells labeled M in Fig. 5.2 are undergoing meiosis. Explain why meiosis is necessary in the testes. To produce gametes, sperm. For sexual reproduction. To have the number of chromosomes produce haploid cells. So that when fertilization occurs the number of chromosomes return to the same diploid number. Creates genetic variation. 5c letter name function. P acrosome. Contain enzymes. Digests jelly coat. Q haploid nucleus. Contains DNA, half. Number unpaired, single set of chromosomes, genes. R mitochondrion. Releases energy. S flagellum. Swimming. 4 1 mark per row. 5d draw and label 1 human egg cell. Include at least 1 labeled feature that is not found in a sperm cell. Dring detail. Additional dring detail any DRN and labeled common cell. Structure e.g. nucleus, cytoplasm, cell membrane. Mitochondria, DNA, ribosome, RER. DRN and labeled unique cell structure, e.g. jelly coat, energy store, protein-rich layer, yolk, large volume of cytoplasm. 5e describe what happens to a fertilized egg cell before implantation in the uterus. Jelly coat of fertilized egg hardens. Reference to zygote. Mitosis, cell division. Embryo forms. Moves down oviduct, e.g. use of nutrients in cytoplasm. 6 Fig. 6.1 shows some of the many different varieties of potato, Solanum tuberosum, that are cultivated across the world for food. All varieties of S. tuberosum are classified as the same species. A. Define the term species. Group of organisms that can reproduce. Produce fertile offspring. 6b Fig. 6.2 shows a method of reproduction that some potato farmers use to produce more potato plants. Describe the advantages of the type of reproduction shown in Fig. 6.2 in crop production. Genetically identical, quick, can reproduce even if variety is sterile. Described consequence of being genetically identical, e.g. no pollinators required, reliable, no harmful variation. 6c potato tubers store starch. Explain why plants store starch. Energy, store, sink. Example of use of starch in plant. As a reserve, source, store, of energy when plant cannot. photosynthesized dormancy winter, no leaves dark night, e.g. insoluble.